Hey, I am making lentil soup and I just thought about how there are these monks that live in these mountains and they spend all of their life being silent. And, you know, for a long time, I was like, okay, I'm sure they don't speak like the whole day except for 1 hour during lunch. And then of course they talk about God. And I'm like, okay, they can offer that up, right? Not talking. But I'm like, wait a minute, because I was standing here. I always say sitting when I'm really standing. I say I'm sitting when I'm walking. I don't get it. All right, anyway. But I'm saying, Lord, come to me. I am here, Lord, right? Because I want to be on top of the game, right? So instead of waiting until I feel like anxiety is coming my way or any kind of fear, I'm like, maybe I should just do this all the time, right? Like just ask God to just be with me and just speak to me like all the time and but it's in the silence. I know I have the symphony music on right now, but it's nice and low. It's very calm. I'm by myself. Yeah, right. And the thing is, it's in the silence. So when these men are in the silence all day, I'm positive that that's their conversation. It's in the silence, right? That we are speaking with God. See what I mean? It's in the silence that you have that conversation. So I'm like, wow, that is so smart. So just constantly, instead of waiting until like we're afraid or gonna be afraid or anticipating fear, it's like, let's just be in communion with him all the time. So that way let it be mindful. I think that Mother Teresa, Saint Teresa of Calcutta, she was always praying the Hail Mary whenever she was not speaking. It was like when she was working and scrubbing baby cribs and taking care of the dying, she would pray the Hail Mary, like just over and over again. You know, however it is, you know, if that's the route you have to take, fine. If that's the prayer you want to say, there are many times that I remember one day I was so incredibly wounded, like in my heart. I was just like so sad. And so like I was fighting the devil in the ring. I could feel it. And I just kept saying, Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world. And it was just like my spirit just wanted to keep saying it the whole day through, and it got me through it, you know? So, however, just, you know, delighting in him, and however you want the conversation to go, however he wants it to go, really. Oh, I was just sitting here, I guess I said it again. I was just standing here peeling a sweet potato, and I'm listening to this beautiful music right now, and it's very quiet, and I'm like, that's the indication, is that it's not bothering me. Like, so if say I turn on the music and it's bothering me, you ever have that happen? Then you know that's a sure indication that you need to be in the silence, see? But it was very faint, and I was just like, Lord, dance with me, right? I'm not physically dancing, although you could, and I have, but I'm just like, I'm imagining like being in a little cafe and I'm listening to this music and he's with me and we're like dancing and delighting in this music, and you know, that's how you spend time with God also. You know, I was just thinking too that we weren't designed to do this alone, this life. We were designed to walk it with him. Okay, so I was like, maybe I should take my avocado and put it on a rice cake. And I'm like, wait a minute. I have these beautiful Napa cabbage leaves, and then I put the edamame and black-eyed peas, even though they're beans, and chia seeds. Yum. Decided to put a little bit of rice on there, and I could probably put a little cumin on there too. I put the cumin on there. You know what cumin is? Stuff that you would put on Mexican food. It tastes like a taco. Looky. I'm sitting here eating my lentil soup, and I'm like, I used to put Parmesan cheese in there, which now I don't want it. So I'm like, oh, I really wish I could have that right now. And then I was like, wait a minute. I put this in there and it's wonderful. Hear that beautiful music? You want to fill your home now and again with sounds like that for not only your own soul, but the soul of whoever is in your home. Your spouse, your friends, your children, even your pets. It's wonderful. It's part of heaven. So everybody around here, we're waiting for all the snow that's on its way. Oh yeah, 6 or more inches. Well, I can't complain. We haven't really had a whole lot, you know, considering. But I just made a soup, right? I don't eat it because I don't want the dairy or the milk or the butter. So, but I did taste it and it is good. Wow, so good. Oh. But I made it with milk and butter thinking that somebody would want it and nobody wants it. I can't even give it away. So we'll see. I got one more person I'm asking. And so we'll see. I'm still trying. And, you know, as I was cooking, I grabbed a paper towel and I was cleaning my face with it. And I was like, you know, thank you so much for this paper towel. Because I'm thinking, you know, my late husband thought he was coming out of the kitchen that he was walking into when he collapsed and died. And I always think of that because, you know, we think we have all this time in the world and we're planning and, oh, next year and 2 years from now and, oh, my retirement. Okay, fine. But I'm like, you know, I always say it. He thought he was coming out of the kitchen. He thought he was going to go back into the living room. He had the remote control in his hand. He thought he was going to go cliff jumping that day with the girls. He thought he was going to come home from his vacation. He thought he was going to go back to work. He thought he was coming here, you know, and he didn't. And like my little nephew always said, instead he met God. And it's so true. And it's like, so as I was wiping my mouth with this paper towel, I'm like, Lord, thank you so much. Like, it doesn't matter what's going to happen later. But right now, you are providing this paper towel. So I'm just like, the paper towel, I'm like, Lord, thank you so much for this paper towel that you're providing for it right now. Thank you that I can make this food. You know, whenever I see my kids going in the refrigerator, I'm like, Lord, wow, like I get to feed them, but it's only by his hands. The only reason why I have a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food in my stomach, my bills are paid, I have a vehicle to drive in, I have all medical needs met. What? Like, I don't know how any of this is happening. Like, I don't. Like, for 5 years now, 5.5, you know? And I'm just like, okay, I can't stress out about what's going to happen because I am alive right now. I'm alive right now, and the Lord is providing this napkin for me in this moment. So thank you, God. So I guess it's thanking him, just never mind later. Like he said he will, you know, it's the now. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, I'm doing a test. I made a whole tray of, it's a test. I didn't follow a recipe. I'm just following it up here. Instinct cooking, or my cooking stinks. And so I am cooking it, which is really essentially killing it. And I'm also putting what I made, because it's non-dairy, and I'm gonna put this in the freezer just to see if it will do anything. Okay, we're gonna see what it turns out to be, because if this works in the freezer, then I don't have to cook it. So what it is about 1 cup of almond flour. So that obviously is processed. Cocoa powder, 4 yellow on the small end, medium-sized zucchinis, grated up. Actually, I blended it all up. Everything was blended. And about 4 bananas, chia seeds soaked in water, and flaxseed mixed with water to act like the egg, you know, with walnuts and a little bit of vanilla. I think that's it. And I just want to see, you know, I was in the mood to make a cake or something. So that's in the oven. Yeah, we're killing it. And I just want to see, in order to experiment, I want to see what it'll do conventionally in my conventional oven, the death trap. And so we'll see what happens with that. Maybe it won't do anything. And if it doesn't, I will have killed it and then I'll put it in the freezer anyway. So we'll see what happens, you know? All right. So we'll see.
Mr. Kitty is such a cute little baby. Oh my
The
God.
other thing that I made was an absolute horror show, okay? Like horror. Like when I tell you a horror show, it was worse than that. Like it was like, what is that smell? I don't even know. Okay, so now I'm sitting on the couch and I'm thinking, you know what? Let me try to make a oh yeah, but we still have one in the freezer. We'll see how that works. Maybe that'll be better, I hope. But I'm going to make this thing. It's going to be an ice cream cake. All right, topped it with peanuts. Check it out, y'all. That's layered, okay? Layered. Yep. Bananas, frozen strawberries now, and cashew whipped cream, cocoa powder, monk fruit, vanilla, and peanuts. All right, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I have to show you this. I spent under $1.50 today. I lucked out. When you guys go shopping, go in where the racks are, where all the clearance sales are for the food, your groceries. Check it out, baby. Look, all garlic. Okay, look it. I'm gonna freeze most of it and I'll keep one bag out. Isn't that nice for under $1.50? Come on.
Which is normally.
Come on. It's a lot. My gosh, do you guys want to see something awesome? If you're from the 70s, you know what I mean. This one in particular, I think Steven has one, but I think his might be in the basement. My children, one Christmas, got this for me.